Hi everyone. So in this video, we are going to talk about Instagram's recent breach through its AI support assistant, and what exactly happened. How were attackers able to take over 20,000 people's accounts, including some high-profile accounts. Uh, so, as per a filing in the US, Instagram reported that breach began on April 17th and was discovered on May 31st. Moving, these two articles are really good articles. I'll link both of them down below. Um, we need to talk about and understand what is the shift coming in AI from maybe 2 years back uh, to the current scenario. Uh, Earlier, our dependency was specific to generating content. For example, when ChatGPT came in, it was more about uh, give me an email to send to my boss or something on those lines. Uh, Recent case scenarios are generating an image, for example. Um, but ultimately, what is happening is the transformation from old AI to new AI is about being able to perform actions. Giving AI the ability to perform actions itself, that's what is new in AI. And that's what makes new AI the stepping stone for AGI in the future, artificial general intelligence. I have two examples here talking about how we have started using um, basically the actions AI can perform in a real world scenario. So there is this thing called GPT Actions where it allows you to connect to external applications, and basically you can frame or ask it to perform certain actions when something happens. So let's say you have a static code analysis tool, something like SonarQube, and it scans and finds some vulnerabilities uh, in the code review. And then you can ask it to create a Jira ticket, for example, assign it a specific owner. So it's just a form of simplifying your task and automating it to a certain level. So there's another repository called browser use, quite a popular repo. What it allows you to do is it allows AI's interaction with the browser directly. So for example, if you ask ChatGPT for instructions on how to log in into your Gmail account, it'll ask you to fill in your email address, your password, and click on the login button yourself. But with browser use, what you can do is allow LLMs to directly interact with the browser, and it'll be able to click the login button on its own once you give that sort of instruction to it. Uh, Basically, the prompt you pass. So, what exactly is Meta AI Support Assistant? So if you run into any issues on Facebook or Instagram, um, this is most likely the first bot or the support assistant that comes through. There's no direct human interaction as such at the first level. You'll ideally be facing this chatbot and you'll have to explain it what exactly is wrong with your account. Uh, Moving on to the attack chain and what exactly happened in the case of account takeovers. So, an interesting fact about Instagram is that Instagram relies on IP locations. So, for example, if you have accessed your account, your Instagram account for most of your life from New Delhi, and somebody tries to log in to your account from a new place or new country, something like US or uh, Mexico, for example, it'll either block the login or it will send a suspicious email to you stating somebody tried to log in into your account from this location or something on those lines. Uh, what's interesting is that attackers spoofed the location before starting the attack. That is, if they were hacking somebody from US, they already moved their VPN, turned on their VPN and moved their location to show that they were in US when they were not. Uh, what they did next was open the Meta AI support assistant, asked it that they need some help with Instagram. Uh, then they directly requested to add an email to an existing Instagram account, which was not theirs. Uh, but what Meta AI support assistant replied with was that, sure, I'll add that. And it sent OTPs as well to that email. What that allowed you to do is that you fill in the code within the chatbot, and the chatbot, the assistant, will update your email ID. What's interesting is uh, it did not, or it never asked the older email that was linked to the existing account, that the new email was the correct one. uh, Once they have their email linked with the Instagram account, they can reset the password and completely take over the account of their victim. So the question is, how did it all fall into place, and all these steps led to an account takeover, and not just one account takeover. There were 20,000 people who were impacted. The first one was heavily relying on IP location instead of some other identity verification or something else, which could have been a better uh, factor, I'd say. Uh, Chatbot should never be allowed to perform sensitive actions, whether it's related to authentication or authorization. That should never be allowed for a chatbot without a human in the loop. Verification codes were only sent to the new email because once you configure the email address to be the new one, you will definitely stop receiving the alerts on the existing account. However, when performing some critical actions, it's really good and a preventive measure to send an notification to the previous email as well, just to be sure uh, there's no chance of takeovers. Uh, and then the chatbot allowed things which it should never have allowed in the first place. A good preventive measure would have been to implement MFA or 2FA in any form. So, for example, if you set up your text messages or calls for 2FA, or maybe set up an Microsoft Authenticator, Google Authenticator, either of those, for authentication codes to ensure that no one else is accessing your account, that would have prevented the chain entirely. And yeah, that's it for the video. Do implement MFA on all your accounts, not just Instagram or Facebook. Hope this was something you learned some interesting stuff from. And yeah, we'll be back with another video next weekend. Thank you for watching. See you on the other side. Thank you so much.